Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we are trying some mono green in Best of 1 Mythic Standard. You'll notice that throughout the video there are a bunch of cards that you will not see on this list, and that is because the deck has gone through quite a few evolutions as we played with it. We go over all the different versions at the end of the video in the post-game deck overview, but this is the final version that we ended up on, and it was feeling pretty good. We have quite a few new cards in here and a very dino theme. So a couple of new cards. We have the Ixalan Lore Keeper, which is a mana dork, but only really for dinosaurs. It's a tap, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a dinosaur spell, or activate the ability of a dinosaur source. We have 4 Intrepid Paleontologists, another mana dork, but this one is just mana of any color and can be used for anything. We have 1 Skullport Nexus, which can double the power of a target creature for 2 and a tap. And then it also costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So if we have a 6/6 out, it'll cost 2 green. And then when one of our creatures dies, we create a green fungus dinosaur creature token with base power and toughness, each equal to the total power of those creatures. So if we have 2 6/6s on the field, they both die to say a depopulate. The Skullport Nexus will create 1 12/12. So nice card there, a little bit of resiliency against removal. Of course, we have the 4 Pugnacious Hammer Skulls, 6/6 dinosaur for 3, and whenever it attacks, while you don't control another dinosaur, you put a stun counter on it. So we want to be swinging with this when we have other dinosaurs. We also want to use it to trigger our fight rigging, and it's also good with the Skullport Nexus, as well as our Master's Rebuke, which is our kind of removal, as well as Feral Encounter, which is also a little bit of removal. In the 4-drop slot, we have 4 Hulking Raptors, which has Ward 2. I like this card a lot. At the beginning of your pre-combat main, add 2 green, so a mana dork as well, but it's a 5/3 with Ward 2, so a bit of a threat on its own. And then into our bigger creatures, we have 2 Vorinclex, we have 1 Ogier Caslim Deepest Growth, a 6/5 with trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. You may put a creature card and or land card from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest in the bottom in random order. When it dies, return to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control, making a land with tap for green, and then for 3, tap, transform, and then basically return Ogier Deepest Growth to the battlefield, but only if you control 10 or more permanents and only as a sorcery. And then on our top end, we have 3 Tyrannix Rex, which is a dinosaur. So we can ramp into it using the Lore Keeper, the Paleontologist, and the Hulking Raptor. To get it out decently early, it has Haste, which is nice, and Ward 4, which is also nice, and Trample and Toxic 4. So figured this would just be our finisher. And then in the mana base, we just have 4 Cavern of Souls, and we're usually just naming dinosaur. So that's the deck. Hope you all enjoy the video. If you do, please leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the games. Alright. More removal. But how much do they have? The Ancient One going for Obnixilis combos? Hammer Skull on the top. Need the Augur to live and need to not have a land there. Or need to have a land there, I should say. Okay.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch. Sacrifices must be made.
Land? Beautiful. Into what? A raptor. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we find another land, there's the Ob. We can go for the Rex.
I'm gonna remake this town in my image.
We can take this Ob off the ultimate.
Oh, I have a job for you.
Okay. Yeah, they have to make the double there.
For me now, runt.
Don't overthink things.
We'll drop the hammer skull. Land on the top, baby. Get him. Is it face pressure here? Yeah. Alright, the Rex is gonna get you. We'll keep. Man, mono green still feels so bad. So bad. Nice to have the hammer skull against mono red though. And just kind of be a brick wall. Uh-huh. Alright, get them both. We take those. Is it Augur here? Maybe hit a land? No land. Raccoon! Cool. Alright, they don't have any more combat tricks, it looks like. So let's just get our... Punna goes first. Keep, I suppose. Blue. Okay. Moment of truth. Alright then. Ooh! We found the nuts. Let's go. Dinosaur. Pizza time. The best card against mono blue by far. Easily the best card. Now we just need to find another land. We can also keep up the royal treatment too if we're able to untap with our board. So you can Fading Hope it, but it's coming right back and the Beast Caller's getting counters, baby. Woo! The savior. Two fading hopes down. More digging. Cavern of Souls single-handedly turns a game against mono blue while you're playing a creature deck from an absolute slogfest into a very fun time. What are we doing here? We could just drop the Nexus. We could drop another Dino. We could go Beastcaller Ramp. That's actually probably the play. So then this gets past the Terror, and we can pass around the counters as well. Especially since they're tapped out, and our Cavern can't protect any of these. So next turn we can play one of our Dinos. Have it not be counterable. And just like that. We'll keep this. So I've been thinking that this deck may need a bit of a change-up. I think we may go all dinos. I think that might be the play. Because I think there's good enough dinos in mono green to make it worthwhile. What is this nonsense? Okay. Land off the top, fantastic. I do love Aggro Bottom, though. No sweeper, please. You think they have a counterspell? Let's find out. Not you. Portal. Uh-oh. Well, we got him anyway. Yeah, so I think we make those changes now. Alright, going first. We have the rigging, we'll keep this. And we may as well get the Lore Keeper down, in case we draw a 3-drop dinosaur. No, but there's another ramp piece. We'll cast this, attack in, and then we do have the Cavern of Souls. And they're playing blue-white, so... Oh, they're soldiers. That's fine. Dino. Cast. I kind of want to... we have to be aware of the Thali attacks on this. Let's go with the Hulking Raptor, I suppose. Counter can go here. No attacks. Master's Rebuke. Nice combination with the fight rigging, and since it doesn't fight, just does damage equal to, can potentially take out something like an Adeline, but with that in mind, I should have put the counter on the Paleontologist so that we could rebuke an Adeline next turn. Anyway, here's a Brutal Cathar. Sure. Ooh. There's the Galta, we just have to get there. Do we want Day Knight to flip? I don't think we care too much. Because Rebuke still kills Cathar. If they flip back Day Knight, that would be nice. One, two, three, four, five. This is 6 if we get it back. Alright, they go for the flip back, I think, here. into a Harbin. Okay. Now I kind of want to just kill Harbin. Well, we take 3 anyway, so let's just do this. No blocks there. There's another land. Dino time. Roar! Counter. Raptor. Base. All of a sudden, we are winning the race. See if they have an answer. Another Brutal Cathar gets them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not enough. In with Harbin. This is why I kind of think Galta is a bit of a scam, because, like, even if we cast it here, and we're going to, we have no creatures in hand. So, yeah, cool, it's a 12/12 with trample, but also, what's that really getting us here? Alright, so, block here, block here, block here. These are each at 2, unless they have Trixies. They can't have an Emperor because of Thalia. This is going to be hard to target because of the ward, so 9, 8, 7, dead anyway. So let's just put the counter here. Okay. Gotta put them all in front. Ooh. Okay. And they live by 1, but they lose their board, except for the Thalia, which the Galta can stop. If they go with the Veteran, they won't have enough damage coming through. Yeah, so they go with the Cathar here, but it's still not enough. Okay. Down to 3 we go. Opponent says GG's. GG's it is. Going first. I mean, we just go Hulking Raptor on 4. But is that too slow? But then we have 5. Yeah, no, we'll keep. We'll keep. We're being greedy. But hopefully this is like a deck that plays counter spells. And no Sunfall. This card is cool. My issue with it is it just dies, right? Like, they just kill it, but hopefully everything else in our deck necessitates being killed, so by the time we get to this, they don't have anything to deal with it, and it can just smack in and get us creatures. That would be cool. No, blue-white. No need to show them Cavern of Souls just yet, I suppose? This is probably soldiers, though. Oh! Is it mill? Emperor. Interesting. Dinosaur. Celestus. Dinosaur. And they're Jeskai. Interesting. Alright. Well, it's almost certainly mill, I would imagine. We'll see if they can deal with the hulking raptor and the dinosaurs that are to follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next turn. Well, this turn technically, but want to be careful of Sunfall. Definitely a line between overcommitment and getting wrecked. To amending. Okay. Let's drop Vorinclex on him. This board is certainly sunfallable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They sunfall. We play what? Other Vorinclex? Is there any point in playing this? I don't think so. Because we can get to the Tyrannix Rex next turn with the Hulking Raptor mana anyway. And they need to sweep this board, so. Oh, it's a Revelry. Okay. There's the Jace. They're just gonna go straight for the mill.
The truth. Flesh will always lose.
Yep. Alright. They could have another.
All your hopes and dreams were for nothing.
So mill 10 cards. Ooh, that's getting scary, isn't it? That's getting scary. I think we just hit him with the Rex. Down to 10. Need more haste. What did they get? Another Rex down there. We have one more in deck. That's a good sign. 1, 2, 3, play land is only 4, so it would be depopulate and not sunfall. This is 8 to activate. So we'd have to forego attacking. They have a tap land. If we want to activate the Vorinclex ability. Which I don't think we do. I think we just send. As of right now, they currently have a 1/1. They can gain 2, so back to 14 off of the mending. We smack in. They can block 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is exact. So currently I have lethal, unless they can deal with the board. There's the mending. They already played land, so nothing they could find here that would help. Sunfall, they needed that last turn. And we got him here. Trample. Alright, we go first. We'll keep. We've got the Lore Keeper into the Hammer Skull on turn 2, which is very nice, and we hit our lands straight into Vorinclex. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, blue-white. Dinosaur. So, do we go for the Hammer Skull now, or do we just go for the Paleontologist? Paleontologist, I think. No attacks in case of Elspeth's Smite. Need to hit our land here. We do. Fantastic. Actually, let's go Phyrexian here, just for Vorinclex. Dino time. 1 mana off of the Klexi. Alright, we've got a Mastermind. So... oh, alright then. Alright. Mana goes first, we'll keep this. Got the Hammer Skull on 3. It's been a couple days since I've played this deck. I was in the middle of recording this video, had to do something. Didn't play for like 3 days, at least recording wise, but we did go up to top I think we were top 900 Mythic, using the dinosaur deck, so we were playing that in our spare time on the old tablet, so let's see if I can remember how to do this deck. Duelist, huh? Okay. Well, I think we get the Raptor out so that the Hammer Skull can attack. And you'll probably have noticed the evolution of this deck has suddenly become very dinosaur-oriented. And I think it's actually pretty decent this way. Is this our Rex? Sure is. Knock knock. Okay. Gonna lose 3 creatures to our Hammer Skull. Our 3-drop. We'll take that. So much power. Down to 6. 8/8 Trampler to deal with Ward 4. And that will not do. In for 2. Got him. Ona goes first. Ooh. I like our ramp, but we have nothing to ramp into, right? What's the point? Alright. Don't really want to mulligan any lower, but I think we lose this game. Especially on the draw against enchantments. Our only real hope is to find a mana dork, I think. Oh, Beanstalk. Alright, but we're doing nothing until turn 4, so still a disaster for us. Maybe I should have mulliganed more aggressively. Oseju. Although this isn't doing much for them anyway, right now, so. It looks like their domain. So do I blow this up now? Also don't want to ramp them. I guess we just do this. We'll do it on their turn and then play out the Raptor. Oseju from them. Also probably should have saved that for a ley line, although they have nowhere near the mana for that right now. This Boseiju could help them find it though. There's a swamp. Alright, double Raptor. The Raptor number 1, and then I think we just go Vorinclex next turn after they kill this. Removal number 1. Removal number 2. Miss land, but that probably means they have all sorts of scary good things in hand. Removal number 3. Ooh. Commune. Okay. Virtue. So this is like removal tribal, virtue of persistence. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 fun. That's a good card. Ward 4, which they can pay if they have another go for the throat. Or just do that, sure. 2 Sunfalls down. We need to find something good off the top here. Sure. Uh-huh. We're in trouble. Ooh. Oh wait, no, because they exiled our Rex, didn't they? Okay. Nice. We'll do it like this, because we know they want to kill the Rex. It could bring out the 1/1s to block as well. Okay, Rex is living then. At least for this turn. I'm sure they have another sweeper though. They always do. We could top deck another Rex, that would be amazing. Or Invasion of Ikoria. Boseiju, okay. By the way, if you play this deck, how on earth do you win against something that doesn't run creatures? That was an oopsie. That's a pretty good keeper for us. So if this lives on 2, we can have protection for our Hammer Skull when we play it with the safekeeping. And it looks like we're gonna need it. More removal tribal, perhaps. Ooh! Amalia Benavides Aguirre. Something like that. Alright. Fight rigging first. See if we can find a big boom boom. That will do. No attacks here, because if they go for the removal on the Paleontologist, we will safekeeping. Angel. Lifegain Gaming. Feral Encounter is interesting as well, but I think we just flip this fight rigging. And then we start smashing them and see how good their life gain really is. Okay. Not planning on blocking then, clearly. Well, what about this? We can remove... Yeah. So, look at the top 5. You may exile a creature card from among them, putting the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Cast the exile card this turn. At the beginning of your next combat phase this turn, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. to blah blah blah. So we'll exile the Augur. We're not going to play the Augur. We'll play the Lore Keeper. We'll go to combat. Fight rigging goes here. Or that's feral encounter, whatever. So we'll do it like this. Counter here. Pew pew. And then swing like this. And if they Wandering Emperor, big sad for them.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
No. Take it. Down to 5. So maybe a Sunfall here. If they do that, we have a bit of a reload. Voice of the Blessed. Okay. Voice of the Blessed. Okay. Counter on Amalia. Benavides.
We've got the edge in this fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough for the familiar. So we'll just do like this. Here. We put it on the Lore Keeper because they need to block the 3/3 and the 2/7/7, so we want to get that extra point of damage in, but they scoop it up. Alright, welcome back to the post-game deck overview. That was our mono green, I guess, mid-rangey dinosaur deck, kind of. It did pretty well, actually. We went 11-4, played it for about an hour with a 73% win rate, 76 on the play, 63 on the draw. There have been 3 versions, and actually there are quite a few changes made here, so we're going to go over all of them right now. So, version 1 was a very different deck. It was more mono green, as you may traditionally think of it, with like Nissa, we had triplets, we had Tribute to the World Tree, Defiler of Vigor, and we just kind of wanted to go like big smash smash. That one went 5-4. We didn't really rank up or anything like that, and obviously this was just a disaster right down here. So we made some changes, version 2. We won't want to know with this one. And this is where we started leaning into the dinosaurs. So we took out, excuse me, we took out like Mirrex, Field of Ruin, Nissa, Gruff Triplets, Defiler of Vigor, Tribute to the World Tree, Beast Caller, Bramble Familiar, and Royal Treatment, adding in 4 Lore Keepers, 2 Rebukes, 1 Augur, 3 Fight Rigging, 1 Rex, 2 Galta, and then Forest, and then Cavern of Souls. And then for the final version, which is the one I think did the best, and we went 5-0 with it overall, we added in, or we removed rather, the Galta. I feel like this card is a scam because it requires you to have a hand full of creatures, or at least a couple creatures in hand, right? When you're at 8 mana. So I feel like that just doesn't really happen with a green deck, because you're just playing your creatures out, they're killing your creatures, and then you're replaying. You're never holding a whole hand full of like awesome creatures that can smack in. On top of that, Galta is just a 12/12 with trample, which, yes, that's good or scary or whatever, but it doesn't have haste. It doesn't do anything else really when it enters. If it said like find creatures from the top of your library equal to the total power or whatever, first of all, that would be insane and awesome, but it doesn't say that. So the requirement to have creatures in hand, I felt like it just made this card a little bit of a scam. So took it out. And we added in Invasion of Ikoria because it can allow us for less mana than it would cast. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, for the same mana as a Galta, to play Invasion of Ikoria, find a Tyrannix Rex, and attack in with an 8/8 that has Ward 4, Haste, and Toxic 4, and cannot be countered, which I feel like is a lot better value. We can, of course, do that same line and then flip this immediately to get the Zilortha, the Apex of Ikoria. Yeah, but anyways, that's why I made that change. And then we added in one more Vorinclex because I like Vorinclex, and we can use its passive ability for 8 again to basically do what I would like Galta to do, which is mill 10 cards, put up to 2 creature cards from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. So putting creatures just directly onto the battlefield, not from hand, but from deck, I think is a little bit better. So that's why we made that change. Yeah, again, happy with this version of the list. I think it did better than I thought it would, better than other mono green attempts I've done before. Unfortunately, didn't get the opportunity rather to smack in with the deepest growth here, so jury's still out on this card. I have a feeling that just a 6/5 that does nothing when it enters, when you could just have Vorinclex and get lands, and then have potentially an activated ability as well, plus it has reach and trample, and it's a 6/6. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this card is a bit of a trap as well, but never had the chance to play it, so left it in the deck. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty straightforward, but I'm happy with how mono green turned out. Hopefully it finds more support in the upcoming sets, because I feel like mono green has been kind of thrown to the wayside recently when old growth troll and Azika's chariot left. But yeah, so anyways, enough of the ramble. That was the deck. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.